Okay, cool. Strawberry. Or chocolate.
You are live.
Welcome back, friends, to our Floating Light Live. I am your host today, Megan. I also have Damon on the couch, and we are here with some very special guests. We have Erin and Joe from FEC of Fox Valley Cryotherapy.
Fox Valley Cryotherapy.
Where we freeze you. Woo! Anyway, so that's where we're at. But they have a wonderful story that they are awesome enough to share. John and Damon were fortunate enough to be able to go and try it out today. So they also have maybe some tips, tricks, anything to help you guys if you wish to try it out, to help you enjoy your experience. And we will be back.
Now you can talk for a little bit.
We are back. Welcome, friends. As you know, this is an interactive show. If you have any questions or comments, they are displayed on our screen, so we will be able to see them. Please ask. Hit the love button because we love y'all. The heart button. Laugh at us maybe, 'cause it's more fun. But we are going to do what we always do to start off our show. Let's talk about your guys' floats. So we'll start with Erin. Was this your first float today?
No, this was my second float.
Okay.
Definitely different than my first experience. I think my first time was I was just trying to get situated in the tank. I don't think I relaxed enough. And I had I was spinning. I felt like I was spinning. I know I wasn't spinning. But today was totally different. I felt my body relax. And I know that I was I fell asleep for a little bit.
Float naps are the best.
Yeah, it was minimal. It was almost when you go to a tanning bed and you're only in there for 5 minutes and you're oh, it's done? Okay.
Dang it.
Right.
Shucks.
But yeah, it was awesome. This was definitely much better than the first one, but I think it just builds up on itself. So
Absolutely, and I always say, two floats really are never the same. It always depends what you're going through the day, all the stimulation that you may have had before a float.
Yeah.
I mean, I've floated, over 50 sometimes now, and I can full-heartedly say no two floats are the same.
Yeah.
It always depends what you're going through and how your day went and things along the lines of that as well. For you, Joe, how was your float today?
Awesome. This is I think 4th or 5th time I floated. This is my second time here, and I've talked about this place multiple times to customers and friends and stuff like that, and I always say there's no comparison. I've been in Minnesota and I've been in Chicago. It doesn't do it justice. The setup you guys have here. The tanks are completely different. I'm 6'5" and I can actually fit in the tank where I don't touch and spread my arms out and I just kind of sit right in the center.
Nice.
And again, all floats have been different. Today it was just kind of very introspective, just thinking about your own thoughts, your own problems going on in your life, and kind of helps you navigate through it.
Do you think that it kind of helped you a little bit going on to live tonight? In a sense?
You mean help my float?
Or even coming into live for your first time? Not knowing what to expect.
Honestly, I didn't even put any thought into the whole live event. I was just in my own world in there.
Perfect.
That's a fair question. Fair question. So let's kick it off with, okay, so you guys are the owners of Fox Valley Cryotherapy. Let's start. Were you the first one to open then in the Valley?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Oh, we were.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
You guys are pioneers.
Yeah, so you guys were
Right.
kind of the ones who like really kicked it off in the beginning, in the Valley, for people to finally be introduced into this.
Yeah. I had went to Minnesota for a guy's weekend, and I wanted to try cryotherapy. It was just one of the things that I had always heard about. And I went and tried it, fell in love with it, like, immediately. And I came home from the trip and looked at Erin, like, I think I want to open my own business. And it just kind of, like, snowballed from there. It was kind of, it really didn't creep along. Like, we snowballed, like, went full force with it.
Yeah, I laughed at him though. Like,
It's a typical wife response.
right, like we don't have money to open a business. What do we know about opening a business? But I knew like the passion he had for it, so I was like, all right, do it if that's what you want to do.
I had torn 3 different ligaments in my knee, my cartilage, and I had fractured my knee. And my full-time job as a telephone technician, I climbed telephone poles. And there were days where I couldn't go up and down the stairs except one at a time, years later. And I went to my doctor. I'm like, my knee's messed up. He's like, well, yeah, you have arthritis. Oh, great. Let's give me a cortisone shot, surgery, do something. And he's like, no, you're too young for surgery. Take tread off. You can't put tread back on. He's like, and cortisone is just going to make it worse. I said,
Oh wow.
okay, what do I do? This is my livelihood. He's like, oh, you take some ibuprofen. Like, great, I'll destroy my liver.
Yeah.
So I kept hearing Joe Rogan, who does a podcast, talk about cryotherapy. So I went and tried it. And immediately, like, I got out of the chamber and I looked at the technician and I'm like, I'm flexing my knee up and down. I'm like, my knee doesn't hurt anymore. I know, that's what it does. I'm like, you don't understand. My knee always hurts. And she's like, no, that's what cryotherapy does. And I'm like, oh. And that's kind of when I fell in love. And it's always my favorite experiences when I have a client that comes in who does the same thing, where they get out and they're also like, oh, my back doesn't hurt. I'm like,
No.
that's what we keep trying to tell people.
Right, obviously some people have fast results than other people, but it just is like, you gotta patience. Just have patience.
But, even the same thing with floating, it doesn't always, not that it doesn't work the first time,
Right.
but, some people have that expectation of, oh, this is what I'm going to get out of a float, this is what I'm going to get, and then they don't get it, and then they're like, oh. And it's like,
Right.
but try again. And I always tell people, even with whatever you do in life, you have to try it more than once to see if you actually like it. I full-heartedly believe that.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
If I would have just stuck with my initial float was in Chicago, and I learned right off the bat, an hour is not enough. At that hour mark, you're just getting into the float, and all of a sudden it's over. And I always tell people I hallucinated my first time. Like, it was the weirdest experience. I saw like a red mist, and it was like my mind was doing a memory dump. It was like faces, and it wasn't like faces I recognized. It was just my mind was just like trying to create something for me to see, because there's no noise, no sound, nothing to see, and so it just projected.
Do you feel that could be potentially some clients that you've seen now with the cryo business?
How do you mean?
Like, sometimes, like, our brain plays these tricks on us, like, everything's a message, some people always say. So sometimes, like, they either show us the potential of what we're going to be getting within those few months, or the potential of somebody that, could be coming into your life at that point, too. So maybe it was stating, like, oh, hey, like, you went into a cryo business. Was this before your float?
Oh,
before,
this was way before. Yeah, this is a couple of years before.
Hey. See, she
Crazy.
gets it. She picks up what I'm putting down. All the potential. So
that's
now,
interesting.
what is can you describe the business a little bit for people who don't know?
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do it. So like what goes on?
Cryotherapy. What is
Or what
cryotherapy?
So cryotherapy, cryo is cold. Therapy, obviously. I think you're better probably explaining.
So
She's got float brain, y'all. Float
Right.
brain. Error.
That's terrible. I can't even explain it.
cryotherapy is an all-natural way of healing your body.
There you go.
When you get inside the chamber, our chamber is fueled by liquid nitrogen. It cools the air around your body, like -200, -300 degrees. And it sounds kind of scary for people, that have never done it. They can't imagine any kind of cold like that. It's not that bad. You're only in there for a couple minutes, like you had just done it.
I love it.
So what you're doing is you're tricking your body and go to fight or flight. All the blood from your extremities gets pulled to your vital organs. Once the blood gets to your vital organs, your body fills it up with oxygen, enzymes, and nutrients. It's your body's natural self-defense, thinking you're going to have frostbite or some kind of damage done. It doesn't know that you're just in a machine only going to be in there for 3 minutes. So it triggers all the anti-inflammatory responses. And when you step out, that healing blood's flowing through your body looking for something to target. And it doesn't matter, if it's a bad back, a bad knee, ankle, or what's going on, it's going to find the inflammation and get it beaten down. There's also, one of the other benefits is there's a chemical in your brain called norepinephrine.
Yep.
Your norepinephrine gets upticked by like 300 to 700% over the next couple days.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And again, it's your natural defense. It wants you to calm down. It doesn't know that you're not in any real danger. So it's like, hey, be calm, be happy. It's not that bad. So a lot of people that leave just kind of feel euphoric.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
euphoric. And I didn't really feel it until I was driving back to Floatlight, and I felt it coursing through my veins. I was like, ah! It was so good.
I know some people say when they get dressed and they come out to the waiting area, they're like, feels like I'm floating.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, it's like crazy.
I could like
Do you
feel it
wanna-
going through my synovial fluid or whatever. Like I just felt it. I was like, this is beautiful. And like I have arthritis as well, and I'm a young man, but like my knees like didn't hurt. And like I usually always gotta go like this when I'm sitting, and like
yeah.
but I didn't have to do that. Like there wasn't this like constant soreness. It was like gone. My back too. It was amazing. I loved it. I'm definitely coming back.
Alright.
One of the things that when we always talk about arthritis, anybody that's in Wisconsin, that has arthritis, they think cold, they think bad. Well, the reason that the cold actually hurts your arthritis is there's moisture in it. So there's no moisture inside our machine, and the cold only penetrates 2 to 3 millimeters into the skin. It's just deep enough to trigger the anti-inflammatory responses without actually getting into the bones to cause any kind of joint pain. So it's it's kind of hard to convince people with arthritis to come in and get cold. It's like,
Yeah.
no, the cold hurts it. Like, not this type of cold. It's a different type of cold.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And it's not what you think about when you think of cold. It's like you can do it, and you're gonna be like, wow, this is not as cold as I thought it was gonna be. Because like you
Right.
would think like shoveling or like a cold water immersion, like completely different. It was like you definitely feel like the benefits, but you don't feel as much of the cons. Like everyone can definitely do cryotherapy, and you're gonna reap so much benefits from it.
Definitely. Yeah, people are like, they know when we say how cold it is.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh. But then when they're in there and they get out, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I could do it again.
Exactly.
It wasn't that bad.
Let's
I'm
crank
like,
it up.
yeah,
Let's go
get
do
back
more.
in there. Yeah. It's,
I have a question. So, after Joe proposed this business idea to you, how long after did you try Cryo? Did it take you to try Cryo?
I didn't try it till we got our machine.
Oh my gosh.
So I had gone back to college later in life. I had a semester left. So we opened June. I was done with school in May. So yeah, not till June. June, like the first, maybe the end of May it was. So I had all my faith in him.
Wow.
Like, this better be something.
Yeah.
And like my first time, I didn't know what to expect. Like floating, I had no idea. I didn't really have any like pain or any injuries
Yeah.
that I could say, oh yeah, that totally helped me. It wasn't until I was working at the business. I was then like working at a computer. I had knots in my back.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, perfect time. Let me see if cryotherapy works. So I did it before I left. And I got home and I was like, I still have knots in my back. My back still hurts. Like, this isn't working. And then Joe's like, well, give it time. Literally, like, the next day, later in the day,
Wow.
I didn't feel it. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
So I've yet to still feel the benefits.
Yes.
That's crazy. 'Cause
That's
I already,
kind of
I already
like
loved
how
it.
floating is too, you know, like some people are like, well, I don't feel anything. I'm like, just give it some time. Like,
Right.
just give it a few days. Like, or they have that feeling and like, but how long will it last? And you're
All
like,
right.
So do I just answer questions when they
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Say
If
their
there are
name and then-
questions-
Sandy and Scott, yes, it will work on hands.
Yeah.
We have several clients that have arthritis in their hands.
Should do it, Dad.
Yeah, we have the whole body chamber, and then we also have a localized treatment too. So obviously we always recommend doing the whole body. It is clearly the best to do, but we do have people that come in specifically with certain conditions, heart conditions, that can't go in there. So we do have the option to do local treatment, so we can do specific areas for people. So
Awesome.
and then some people also, they'll do a whole body and then they'll go right into doing a local treatment just because they really want to focus in on that one specific area to help heal it and recover. So options.
Did you have that at the start, or was that an addition?
It was an addition.
Yeah, it's a very good idea. It's
Yeah.
awesome that you got it for everyone to experience.
Right, yeah, we've slowly just been adding
Yeah.
things to it.
And I love the design of the facility as well. It's like it's so cozy, but yet it's so
Hey.
like it's like nice. It's like art, you know. It's like it is. It's like design, interior
Yeah.
design, and like it's just I loved it.
I know I have a lot of people. I mean, it makes me happy that people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was wanting to provide was, that's what I do with our house. Like our house is like I want it to be cozy and
Yes.
like comfy, and that's what I wanted with the place. Like
Yeah.
it has like a comfortable feel. I want people to feel like you guys have your float family. I want people to feel like they're coming to see family and friends and definitely.
Joshua, yes, we have a lot of people that have psoriasis, and it helps quite a bit.
See. I need my glasses. Oh,
So
yeah,
how many chambers do you have then?
We have just the main whole body one. We've got the localized machine, and then we also have our what's called a Cryo T-Shock, which is our fat freezing machine.
Oh, what
It
does
do
what does that
pain
do?
Also.
Oh yeah,
Oh, sorry.
we got distracted.
What is the
the
is
Cryo
this-
T-Shock?
Yeah, what's the Cryo T-Shock?
So that is a 3-part thermal shock system. So it helps freeze the fat. So we're doing a heat, cold, heat. So it freezes the fat. That also, like cryotherapy, has a compound effect. So the more you do, the better results you will have, along with healthy eating and
Yeah.
exercise.
It's a holistic thing. You have to do
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, and with that, you know, we do fat freezing. Your lymphatic flushes the fat cells. But that we can do toning and cellulite. It also does have a muscle relaxation treatment on there, pain treatment. Like there's other things in there that we've helped people with, like especially the pain.
The plantar fasciitis.
And that's only 5 minutes.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 5 minutes. It's like it's cold and then heat.
Heat and then cold.
Okay, heat and then cold. Forget. But yeah, that works really, really well on plantar fasciitis. And like, yeah, 5 minutes. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
In and out.
And it goes by so fast. I thought it was gonna be like terrible, but then Kyle said 30 minutes up. I'm like, it felt like 10
yeah.
seconds. I mean 30 seconds up.
Right.
I just want to keep going. Like it's addicting, you know. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Like once you start, you just gonna want to be there all day and just keep going and going.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
there are days where I'm just like, I get done, I'm like, oh, I just want to go to cryo. I
Yeah.
just need to get my cryo in.
Everyone has to try this.
Oh yeah.
So is that a thing? Like, can you do too much, like in one session? Like, why is there a limit to the amount that you do?
we don't want your skin temperature getting below
Okay.
30 degrees.
Hmm.
There is a danger zone if you get too cold. We have a maximum of 2 sessions allowed per day.
Today. Okay.
Yeah.
Per
Yeah,
day.
you can do that every day.
And you also take
2 per day
the
every day.
precaution of taking the temperature of the feet. So like they go above and beyond. So they trust that you're in good hands when you're going out there, because you go over and beyond the standards. You
Yeah.
create the standards and
Well, and that's why we're there. Like, we're there to talk you through it.
yeah.
To keep your mind off of being cold, but we're also there watching you to make sure that, because some people do get anxious when they're there. Of course, it's something new, you've never
Yeah.
experienced it. So I've seen people like get anxious, and I'm like, okay, just take deep breaths, it's gonna be okay, like just breathe through it, because really once people start like focusing in on something, they can't stop, and you're like, and breathing takes your mind off of it.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of like if you know meditation or yoga, you can breathe through a pose or
Oh yeah.
whatever.
And that's her tactic. I'm much more of a jerk. When somebody's complaining like it's too cold, they're kind of panicking. I will tell them like, actually, you're all done, and I'll hold up the robe,
Aw.
and they're like, oh, seriously? And allergic to the robe? I'll yank it back. Like, no, I'm just joking. I turn away from them. Like, they're just shocked. They're just like, I can't believe you just did that to me. And by the time they recover, another 30 seconds to a minute has gone by.
Yeah.
And I give them the robe back, and they get out, and they're like, oh, that actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Because it's the same tactic. You're getting the mind off the thing at hand. That's a
Right.
really good tactic too.
Right? Yeah.
Man.
I mean, he's just a jerk.
I am.
Whatever.
We need more of that in this
So
world.
on Tuesdays and Thursdays, if you want to deal with a jerk, here he is. Just kidding.
Sandy, we have a multitude of packages, memberships, stuff like that. But the one thing we always stress is your first time at Fox Valley Cryotherapy is free. Wow. We want you to come in, experience it, give it a shot, so we can explain it and show you what it's all about.
And then we offer first time client package, so it's a really good deal. Can we just see what it is?
Yeah, we honestly make it as affordable as possible.
Yeah.
We don't want anybody from the get-go. One of the things I've always stated is I don't want anybody that needs cryotherapy or is in pain from other things to be like, oh, I'd love to do that, but I can't afford it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. So can you kind of talk us through the first process of maybe what to expect on the first time you visit, or how that whole process goes?
So when you come in, we basically just give you the layout of the store, explain how everything's gonna go. We take you to our changing room. You change into a robe similar to this, fresh pair of socks, slippers, and then we take you in the back of the chamber. We pre-cool it down, and as we're talking to you, the chambers gets down to the proper temperature. We swing the door open and get you in right away. And if people wait around and anxiety kicks in, like just get them moving, get them on in. And once we get them in, they take off the rope, hand it up over the top, and we kind of have them do a turn about every 10 to 15 seconds. And we just sit there and talk to you.
Okay.
And the first time you come in, we do 2.5 minutes, get you out, check your temperature, wait 10 minutes or so, let your temperature get back to a proper level, and then pop you back in for another minute and a half, kind of double down on the effect.
Nice.
That's fantastic.
And Flow Family, go visit your friends, because it's really a nice bonding experience, because me and John did it together, and it was so fun.
So I want to answer Jacqueline.
Yeah, the little lines.
We have, I want to talk about 2 clients that we actually have. One was a brand new client last week, Saturday. We were only open for a couple hours, and it was one of my friends from Oshkosh. She had messaged on Facebook, posted on Facebook, that she had a migraine, and this was her second day where she was going to be in bed all day, not leaving. And I called her up, like, hey, come in, try cryotherapy. For migraines, it's insanely good. So she, all right, come on up. She jumps in, does the 2.5 minutes, and she jumps out, and I'm talking to her, and she looks at me, she's like, does this work right away? And I didn't want to get her hopes up. I'm like, it can, but sometimes you have to give it just a minute, maybe even a couple hours. And she's like, yeah, the migraine's gone. So migraine for 2 days, gone in 2.5 minutes. and Erin's father-in-law got 2 or 3 migraines a week.
Oh.
Doesn't have migraines anymore.
Oh.
And one of our, when you asked about the fibro, that we had one of our clients, her daughter had recommended that she come in for fibromyalgia, and it completely changed her life, and not just like physically, but like her feeling it. Her chiropractor and her massage therapist, like, were asking her what she was doing because her whole body was different.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can
That's
see
crazy
that.
because you could definitely change your genetic makeup with diet and with
Oh,
things like
yeah.
cold water, or not just cold water immersion, but also like cold
Cryotherapy.
therapy, cryotherapy, and all that stuff. Like, you could change your DNA just by your habits.
Right, and same thing goes like with other people noticing other people's bodies, like chiropractors.
Wow, yeah.
We'll notice that people aren't as inflamed. They can be better adjusted
Here you are.
during a treatment.
Nice.
But she was talking about Lyme's.
Yes.
So she was misdiagnosed.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, we have seen multiple people with Lyme's. Also, I never know how to exactly pronounce it, but Raynaud's.
Raynaud's.
You can definitely do it. We provide you with, you would wear extra socks, gloves, and then mittens on top of that. So we see people with it too, and they have no problem doing it.
Nice.
So yes, definitely come in.
So what do people usually wear when they do a cryo session?
The men have to wear underwear. Women, they undress to their comfort level. You know, you're wearing a robe, you get inside the chamber, and you take off the robe and hand it up over the top. So nobody's ever going to see you. You know, we hand the robe back. Some women go completely naked. Some women wear underwear. Some wear underwear and bra. You know, all depends on
Comfort level.
comfort level. The more skin exposure you have, because there's cold sensors throughout your body, the more, you know, anti-inflammatory response you're going to get.
Okay, that makes
We've actually had guys that have pulled their spandex up and will notice a change just having that extra piece of thigh exposed.
Nice.
I can see that.
You gotta try, Megan.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna love it.
Josh, do we have a segment cut? So we're gonna cut to a segment of John and Dan Man's cryo session today, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Fox Valley Cryotherapy, because Daniel and I are going to do the freeze. So stay tuned, because it's happening right now. Bam. All right, let's do this. Yeah, I'm going to switch cameras over. How do you... Oh, snap. Okay. Fox Valley Cryo. What's your name, friend?
I'm Kyle. Welcome to Fox Valley Cryotherapy.
Thank you for having us, Kyle. So, Daniel, what do we have to do?
Change into robes.
Is that right?
Yep, we're gonna get
He's
you
the
guys
expert.
changed first.
All right, let's do this.
Come on back to the funny room. We're right here.
Ooh, fancy.
So pick any room you want. There's an assortment of robe sizes. Pick any one that fits you right. So the goal here is basically change into a robe and get a dry pair of socks on. Remove any metal from your neckline below. If you had rings on your fingers, those would be okay. So just like a watch or a necklace, things like that. So change into a robe. Keep your underwear on, being a male. Grab a pair of dry socks. Put those on. Come on out, grab a pair of slippers. Meet me in the hallway when you're ready.
Friends, you get to see Daniel and I do this. We're live. Fox Valley Cryo. Floating it live tonight. All right.
Just ask clients to shift position throughout the session. So I tell clients, think of a rotisserie chicken. Just a nice slow turn. The goal is just to not have the same part of your body always facing.
So this is the second part of the live video that we just started at Fox Valley Cryo. And we actually have Daniel here. Daniel, you should...
Done.
What was that?
30 seconds, they're done.
Man, that was too
It's
fast.
gonna fly by.
Oh, Daniel's got to spin around in circles here?
Yeah, you don't want to just have this side.
What are you wearing, bro? Should get a picture of him.
My neck.
Oh, Cheryl's on the live stream right now. Cheryl, by the way, Flourish, coming up here
now.
very, very
I'm
soon.
cold now.
You want to do a mic check, see what your temperature dropped down to? You're at 69 degrees.
Daniel was at
No,
69. How you
What's the
feel?
average person at?
It really fluctuates a lot. We have low 40s, high 40s, anywhere from high 40s to low 50s as a general reading after sessions means that you're a good candidate to do the full 3 minutes next time.
So introduce yourself again, just because we might have lost it the
I'm
first
Kyle
time.
at Fox Valley Cryotherapy.
Awesome. So now
It's Jonathan's turn.
Jonathan gets to do it. You can actually hold the phones, Daniel. I was putting them here because I don't know why. I can't believe I'm doing this, guys. It's insane. You know what? I've done crazier things. Woo! What's up, brah?
You want to hand your robe over the top to me, please?
It might be easier just to hold on to the phones, Daniel.
I got it now.
All right. Hand my robe over the top. Woo! Okay.
Thank you.
Let's
Your
do this.
mittens for you.
Mittens.
And again, same thing that I told him. Coldest part of the chamber is back here, so just make sure that you're shifting one way or another throughout the session.
Turn like a rotisserie
If you
chicken.
want to
Yeah,
do the
turn like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Not too fast though. Let it sink in.
Okay, Daniel's my intermediate trainer right now.
So to help keep clients excited and distracted here, we offer some props if you'd like to try on one of our props here.
Oh,
Hey.
geez, I am definitely wearing this thing right here. Jonathan Flamingo.
Just an added thing we do to keep it fun and exciting here
Oh,
for our
yeah.
clients.
Woo!
Friends, you gotta come check out this
Daniel,
cryotherapy place. It's so
Dude.
beautiful.
how do you do cold showers, bro?
You're cold?
You're freezing, man.
You almost got your first minute of it
You're
already.
freezing.
Great.
Just enjoy it. You gotta be thankful. Like,
No,
just say
do.
thank
Actually,
you. The more you're thankful for it, the better it gets.
So were there any pain issues that you were dealing with before jumping in the chamber today?
life.
Life? Well, I really don't think I can get rid of them for you at all.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I usually have like lower back pain.
Okay. Are you noticing any change in your pain right now?
Hey,
Daniel?
Kyle, you have
For sure,
you have people
man.
that they said
This-
Kyle.
Hi.
Why, is somebody on there that knows Kyle?
Yeah, they said Kyle.
Fantastic.
Jackie.
Woo! Man,
How
I
you
can imagine
feeling?
doing this, then float. Oh my god.
You're under a minute now. You're getting there.
How long
Doing
do I do it?
You're 2.5 for this session right now.
Hello, friends. We're trying out
Daniel
cryotherapy.
is definitely a trooper. I can't believe it.
It's so good.
If I don't stop rotisserie, I'm not gonna be good.
No, now slow it down. Now slow it down.
What?
Now slow the.
Oh.
And enjoy that cold. While
Yeah,
you're-
enjoy it.
It's cold.
We're Wisconsinites.
You're doing great. You're almost there.
This is our element.
Woo!
Look at the
Never gonna
people.
forget.
Flamingo.
Don't
Just
ever
remember,
forget.
you got another session coming after this one.
Woo!
Almost there. 10 seconds to go. You're gonna make it.
How you feeling?
All right, if you want to take those mittens off, hand them over to me, please. Here comes your robe.
I gotta stop. Hold on, bro. Okay, I have to do one more rotation. I'm kind of dizzy now. Oh, that was cold. I dropped my
Come on
freaking
over here,
robe.
please.
Wasn't it enjoyable?
Just gonna crack the door. Let yourself out when you're ready, please.
I'm going to tell you how we feel. You hear it? It feels good. All right, Daniel, sit there. All right. So, friends, I don't know about you, Dan, but that was pretty amazing.
I feel real good.
Yeah, it's like rejuvenation for
Athletes, people with pain,
for sure.
everyone.
Yeah, totally. Fox Valley Cryo. It's actually backwards. That's okay. Switch it to other camera mode. So push the little switchy button. So if you guys are curious about where these guys are located, Fox Valley Cryo. What's your address, bro?
2161 West Wisconsin Avenue, Appleton.
Any other details that the folks at home should know?
Outside of the whole body cryotherapy that you just experienced, we offer localized cryotherapy as well, where we can just focus on one small area of your body instead of doing the entire whole body chamber. We offer compression leg fittings here, Saluma, which is a light therapy, and we also offer our T-Shocks. You're back.
Welcome back, guys. So as you can see, they also have props for you guys to use during your cryo sessions. So not only do they talk to you, but they kind of distract you with cool props. John loves props, as you can see. No, not everybody screams like John. Okay, maybe they do. I don't really know.
Depends
Hey,
on
wait a
how
minute.
comfortable they are.
People trying to say that I scream. Come on, that was cold, but I felt really good afterwards. So
You
just putting
should
that.
still feel good.
I do. I'm like energized. You know what? One really amazing thing about the float is that, or I'm
Cryo.
sorry, the cryo. Yeah. The cryo and the floating is amazing. The cryo is that my skin felt incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It really did. There's got to be
That
a
makes
reason
sense.
for that. Maybe you guys
Yep.
can comment on that.
We have a lot of people say that their skin feels.
Oh, you're oxygenating
Amazing.
your blood.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you're opening and closing those
Capillaries.
The,
capillaries, yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I was trying to think.
So,
where-
Jacqueline, I was going to respond
Yes,
to her.
absolutely.
Yeah, we're located on Wisconsin Ave, just over by Experience Fitness, just a couple doors down.
There's a
21,
sweet
61.
treat next to them.
Yes, Tasty
Yeah.
Treats and Eats.
Tasty Treats and Eats. That's what it's called. There's also a florist shop at the end. Hi, Tyler.
Tyler!
We got a live.
There's also a florist shop at the end of it as well.
yeah,
Correct.
Yes.
Flowerama.
Flowerama. So that's where you guys can find him.
And Carol, we have, I don't know, I'd
We
say
love you.
99% of our clients hate the cold. There's just
Definitely.
people, I don't like the cold, but the thing is, the benefits you get, it's
Yeah.
worth it 100%. It's only 3 minutes long.
And it's not as cold as you would think. And for a first time, you get a free session. So just go try it out. You know,
Right.
there's
Hey,
no
Lori.
reason not to try it.
Oh yeah, hey Laura.
You're gonna love it. Once you try it, you're gonna love it.
Really
and we
good
see
question, Philip.
people like age-wise,
Mhm.
like we've had 10-year-olds all the way
Wow.
to like.
Oh, that's what I was. So is there an age limit for it at all or no?
No, it's height.
Height.
So we can only raise a person up so high.
Okay.
And it seems to be like 10-year-olds are like when they're starting to do more
Sports.
athletics.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think that's when we start seeing them. And then, yeah, like we've had, I'm trying to remember how old that one gentleman was. Like 70.
Oh, I've had older than 70 in there.
Oh, you have?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I've had 80-year-olds.
Oh, 80, okay.
Shouts
Yeah,
out
no,
to
I
the
mean,
80-year-olds.
Learning.
Right. So,
this Philip actually has a really good question. You know, kind of like floating. Granted, it's more of a preference thing, but is there an ideal time to go? Like some people, for example, like to float before bed because they're more relaxed when they go into bed. Do you have an ideal time to jump into a cryo tank?
Nope.
Cryo tank.
It's all, we have people that come in their lunch hours, students that come in their lunch hours. We have people as soon as they get done with work, they come in. We have the morning crowd. You know, we just, whatever fits their schedule, basic.
yeah. I think we see people.
Oh, Jacqueline, plenty of people shorter than 5 foot in there.
Nice.
We love you, Jackie.
Yeah, I think. I mean, we see people before they go to the chiropractor, after a chiropractor appointment, in the morning before, like when we close. It can help people sleep better at night.
Yeah.
Before training, people will do it as like almost like a pre-workout before they exercise.
Definitely.
Which I've seen results with that. Like, I did
That would
it
be
a couple.
amazing.
Yeah, you have like this like energy that
Yeah.
I felt like I could lift weights like more than I could if I hadn't done it.
Yeah.
It's the best pre-workout ever.
Yeah.
However, if you're trying to build muscle, you don't want to come in within 2 hours after your workout. The inflammation that is in your body immediately after a workout is actually beneficial. It's after 2 hours that it's kind of just there for no reason. Gotta get rid of it.
That's really good to know.
Yes, Philip, there's definitely a benefit alternating between the two. We just don't recommend doing it in the same day.
And Dad, how cold is it? You can definitely handle this cold. It's not as cold as you think it is, but it feels so good.
The one thing I always tell people, I always tell people it's -200, -300 degrees, and they all just, their eyes bug out of their heads, and I'm like, The thing is, you say 100 degrees in Arizona
Yeah.
and 100 degrees in Wisconsin,
Oh yeah.
it's the same temperature, doesn't feel anything alike. So even though our chamber gets that cold, it's actually doesn't feel as like cold as when you're here in Wisconsin
Yeah.
outside because there's moisture in the air.
I know people always be like, "Oh, I can just go outside in the winter." No,
You
like
can also float in your bathtub.
right. And who wants to do that?
How did y'all know? Sorry.
But yeah, because it's a different cold.
Mhm.
And yeah, if you stood out in like negative 30 to below here,
Yeah.
like you'll get frostbite, and you would have to stay outside for a lot longer than 3 minutes, and no one wants to do that.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna start doing that this winter though, because I'm into Wim Hof. Are you familiar with Wim
Oh,
Hof,
yeah.
John? Yeah. Awesome. We got Wim
Guys-
Hofers here. told all of you people I told all you float family, you gotta get on the Wim Hof. They know what's up.
The guy's
yeah,
insane.
Yeah.
he is.
Good
In
insane,
all the
but
right
he's
ways.
insane.
Now, do you think that you would like? Because doesn't he teaches people how his technique of breathing?
Yeah.
Now, I'm assuming he has like classes that you could attend.
Yeah. He has seminars for you to be a registered trainer.
Oh,
Yeah, in Chicago.
are you? Oh, in Chicago.
Mhm.
Do you
I
think you're gonna
should.
do that. You should.
Yeah, I definitely should. Cause I'm a avid proponent for
Like
Wim Hof.
he climbs mountains in shorts.
And he trains others that don't to do it too. That's how
Yeah.
you know it's real, you know?
Right, that's crazy. It's
There's
all the
even-
internal fire going on inside.
Chi.
I don't know if it was him who did it, but somebody had like fallen into the lake, and people are like 9 out of 10 times people drown because they freak out.
Yeah.
So he was showing you how to like calm yourself down and like the technique that you can do to get out of the ice. So I found that to be like really, really interesting and like really cool because like watching him go from like to like instantly be just like calm.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting to see that.
That's why I do the breathing technique with people. Like, just take a deep breath.
I have
relax.
I have a breathing technique for you to try out. It's 4-6-8. So you inhale for 4 count, retain for 6, and then you exhale for an 8 count.
Oh.
Yeah. That's for a quick,
4,
so you don't
6,
stress
8.
out. It's a nice little quick balancer.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Now, do you do yoga?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot yoga at the
Yeah.
YMCA. Shouts out to the Y.
And
They really offer that?
yeah.
Oh yeah?
We were just talking about this.
Yeah, we could get
Welcome
Tyler
to
to
the
talk about the Wim
conversation.
Hof. We got Tyler up in here from the little round table.
No. Oh, the Y here in town?
I'm
Or-
from Oshkosh.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Oshkosh they do. Okay.
But I'm sure they have a hot room here too.
I know I've seen their room, but I haven't looked to see if they have hot. I've done hot at Empower
Yeah.
and 95 Yoga. I love
95
hot.
yoga. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's way
right?
hotter than the ones at the Y. The Y is only like 92. So
Oh, really? Oh, I do love hot yoga.
it's
Ooh.
so nice.
It is. I love
And
it.
then I go and do the sauna and the steam room.
So you're really sweating it out.
Yeah.
Detox.
Once a week at least.
Nice.
I got to. Or I have to, I mean. Pardon me.
So it looks like Philip has another question.
Yeah, I was getting ready to answer.
yeah,
The
absolutely.
mittens,
And the polar
they're not really there to
plunge.
prevent frostbite. Just we don't want any damage done to the skin because the blood is leaving your extremities. There's no real blood to circulate inside your fingertips.
And yes, does boost immunity for
Yep.
sure.
And row. Yeah, I've done the polar plunge a couple times.
Woo!
We do that up here too.
Yes. People say that the polar plunge is way colder than our chamber. So there you go. That
Yeah.
It 100% is.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm hoping that we'll do the polar plunge this year.
Oh, I'll take a picture of you. I'll be on
Yeah,
the side.
right. No.
We should all do it.
I want to do it as our just cryotherapy.
Yeah.
And Kyle, the one who hates the cold that you met, he's like, "I'll do it." I'm like, "You will?"
Yeah. Can you let them know how you met Kyle and how he came to be in the business?
Oh,
Because he has
sure.
such a great story. I would love to have a conversation with him as well about how he got into the holistic, the whole holistic avenue in life.
So yeah, I met Kyle in geology class. And then we just stayed friends. I was actually going to school. Well, we were both going to school to be dietitians. We went different ways. And then we've just stayed friends.
Nice.
And then, yeah, we were looking for people to hire. Joe and I have twin boys, so I was having to stop working. So the two people that work for us, I've known them. I used to do hair. Nora works there. I used to do her hair. And then, yeah, Kyle, he is a big scientific guy.
Yeah.
So he is huge into like health and nutrition and how the body works. And I think he knows a lot.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah, he's extremely smart.
Wow.
Sometimes I'm like, no, you don't know everything. So I like have to bring his ego down a little bit.
Or text it to me.
That's awesome.
But he's a good guy.
Text it to me.
I can't answer the last two questions.
Any thoughts on optimizing float lights outdoor space? Oh.
I just do hot yoga at the Y and sauna and steam.
The
about
racquetball
it.
courts are really cool, by the way. Just so you know. They're really fun. I do play racquetball. My dad and I and my brother used to go a lot when I was younger. So that was really fun. But to also answer your question, Philip, any thoughts on optimizing the float lights outdoor space? We are working on it. We're hoping to have it up next year. John, do you have any thoughts on that? The outdoor space?
What would you like to see, Float Fam?
Dude, it's gonna be epic.
It's going to be sweet.
But if the Flow Fam has a better idea, we're all good.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions.
I think we should
or
do cold water immersion. Have a chest with cold water.
Zen Garden.
Yeah, with all of that.
Oh yeah, you should bring up that pole.
I went to culinary
yes.
school. We could have a
A
grill.
poll?
We did a poll today on Facebook.
Oh, I thought like you're gonna.
Oh
bring
no,
a
we're not
poll.
adding
Like
that.
what?
That's not in the outdoor edition.
Adding a whole different dynamic.
All
A
right,
meditation
guys.
garden, nice.
All right, so we
Yeah,
had a
that'd be
poll
cool.
today asking if you guys preferred the hot tea or if you would like kombucha. We're just trying to expand our beverage bar a little bit, seeing what you guys want to see, things that we can offer you guys as well. We are going into winter months as well, so we're excited about that. We had 223 votes come in, and 69% of the votes went to hot tea and 31% went to kombucha, among other people who had requested other things throughout our comments, stating like hot cocoa, just some people just like the water after their floats, but people had made comments about our teas, as well as potentially offering the kombucha. Steve,
CBD.
we will get there someday, Steve.
No, we're gonna get there fast.
Purium.
We'll get there. It's gonna be good. We
Oh,
do
well, no,
have. He's cool. We do have an event coming up on September 29th. It's our flourish event. It is at the Timber Rattler Stadium in Appleton. So please come out and see us. I believe Dan will be running the event.
Yeah.
So Dan Man will be there. Come hang out with us. You know, come see what it's about. It's gonna be a really good event, guys. I'm really excited. So, friends, do we have any final words?
I do.
Yes. Perfect.
This kombucha is amazing. Seriously,
That specific one?
BFF kombucha.
all of them.
Oh
All
yeah.
of them are amazing.
You just grabbed one.
I was like, you like.
could have
I
a
don't
keg
even
for
know
the
what
road.
it is. Chaga. What is chaga?
Chaga's
True,
a
true.
traditional medical mushroom. It's found in
Oh.
TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. So yeah, it's really good for your immunity and your immune health.
Right,
Want
but
some of that?
kombucha is straight up is just good for your immune
Yeah.
system.
So that's even additional.
So it's like, if you want
Come on
really
in,
good
Steve.
immune system, drink the chaga one.
Yeah.
And other than that, just to emphasize, your first time's free.
Yeah.
Comes
Go
to
try it. You
cryotherapy.
have nothing to lose.
We don't hassle people, like force you to buy a package.
Absolutely not. We are not those people.
No.
I don't like those people.
We have a lot of people that come in. They're kind of like, they try it out and they're like, okay. I'm like, well, you know, if you want to buy, you know, here's what we have. Otherwise, you know, if you want to think about it, just let us know. And they're just kind of like, oh, okay, like you're not gonna force me to. No, just come in and try it.
Absolutely not.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. And can you share where we can find you guys, any social medias, stuff like that as well?
We are located at 2161 West Wisconsin Avenue in Appleton. We are on Facebook and we are on Instagram as well.
Instagram. Is that at Fox Valley Cryo?
Cryo.
Appleton or?
Yeah. No,
Appleton?
I think it's just cryotherapy.
Cryotherapy? Okay, awesome.
Yep.
All right. Any final words, Dan, man?
Final words. Fox Valley Cryotherapy. Your first time is free. You're going to love it once you try it. It's not the cold you're used to up here in Wisconsin. This is dry cold.
Yep.
No moisture.
You ready?
Try it. Just like you tried the float. You probably didn't see the benefits at first, but you definitely will see the benefits once you try cryo, and just let your body do what it does. And thank you so much for offering
thank you guys
this
so
type
much for
of
coming on.
therapy and being pioneers up here in Appleton. And thank you for believing in your husband's dream.
Yeah.
And thank you for being brave enough to even take those steps and offer this for everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
I'm sure.
I just want to make sure. Is there anything that folks like just talk about, like, for coming in for your first time? I just want to make sure that we clarified that.
We did.
Yes.
We did.
First time's free, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. Okay.
Yep.
We did a couple
Yep.
times.
We emphasize it a lot.
I didn't mean to cut in. I just wanted to verify.
Just want to make sure.
Okay.
Verified.
Verified. Boom. We're
You
legit.
have nothing to lose. You should really
Nothing
Yeah,
to
and
lose.
everything to gain. You want to stop having creaky joints and bad backs? Go try it out. Definitely.
Alrighty, guys. That is the end of tonight's show. As always, we look forward to seeing you guys again. Now you can meet our new friends at Cryo.
Yes, come
Fox
in.
Valley
Can't wait
Cryo
to
of
see
Appleton.
you.
We look forward to seeing y'all soon. Peace and love to you all, and have a great night.